Hey everybody, welcome to Moment of Clarity. Jim Cramer on CNBC said something incredible the other day. I'll show you a clip in a second. Jim Cramer, for those of you who don't know, he's one of these clowns that are on CNBC, known for, projecting the stock market, telling people to invest in this or that, and really propping up the Ponzi scheme that is our stock market, our stock exchange. So even though this guy is a clown, he's a carnival barker, he said something that is actually very important. And a lot of people do listen to him, so it kind of matters. Anyway, take a look at this first part.
What about the two big oil companies, Exxon and Chevron today? Both of them drags on the Dow right now.
I know that Mike won't want to hear this, but I'm done with fossil fuels. They're done.
Done with fossil fuels. Keep in mind, all of CNBC is like, how can we, the rich people, exploit the lower class? Here are all the ways we can do it. Yay! Their goal is not to help humanity or figure out how to make our society more sustainable or work for more people. No, it's all about exploiting the entirety of our economy in order to enrich a tiny number of people. So when Jim Cramer says he's done with fossil fuels, watch the anchor woman. She's like, but why? Why would you say that?
I'm done with fossil fuels. They're done. Yeah, they're just done. We're starting to see divestment all over the world. We're starting to see the companies just regard them as, big pension funds saying, listen, we're not going to own them anymore. It doesn't matter how good they are.
Do you think that's the biggest thing holding these guys back, and not necessarily just oil production here in the United States?
She's like, no, they're not done. There's just some production problems, right? That's the only reason that fossil fuel prices are crashing. But Jim Cramer was not having it.
No, the world's changed. There's new managers. They don't want to hear whether these are good or bad. Look at BP. It's a solid yield. Very good. Look at Chevron buying back $5 billion worth of stock. Nobody cares. And this has to do with new kinds of money managers who, frankly, just want to appease younger people who believe that you can't ever make a fossil fuel company sustainable. Jim
Cramer, he also is a sleazeball, so he's not willing to say, we all need to divest from these things. We need to get the fuck out now, or we're all screwed. The planet is on fire. So he says, well, these kids, they want this thing called sustainability. I don't know what's going on with them, right? Because he doesn't have the balls to say the truth. He doesn't have the vaginas to say the truth, plural. But I don't care whether he has the vagina or not. But what he said was still important. He's saying that people are divesting, that fossil fuels are done. If you have friends or family who are invested in fossil fuels, tell them to get the hell out, not just for the environment and for the world, but for their own money, for their own greed. Tell them, hey, are you greedy? Great. Divest from fossil fuels. Anyway, he kept going, and listen to the response from the anchor woman.
We're in the death knell phase. I know that's very
death knell phase for the stocks, but not for the death knell phase for us using fossil fuels, right?
Yep.
She's like, you mean the death knell for fossil fuels, not for us, right? Not for humans. But yeah, you idiot. For us, too. The UN says we have 10 years to the point of no return. But whole continents like Australia are just on fire. Half of all wildlife has died over the past 40 years. Is any of this ringing a bell? Yeah, for us. It's the death knell for us. If you want to survive, if you want to have a planet that your kids can actually live on, then you need to get the fuck out of fossil fuels. We got to stop laying down pipelines, got to stop putting in infrastructure. And then Jim Cramer dug the knife in, twisted the knife even deeper. He uses the T word.
It's actually kind of happening very quickly. You're seeing divestiture by a lot of different funds. It's going to be a parade. It's going to be a parade that says, look, these are tobacco, and we're not going to own them.
Oh, shit! He said tobacco. Big tobacco just went bleh. The moment people realized they couldn't deny that it was causing cancer and that they knew tobacco was causing cancer for years and just covered it up. And so now same shit happening to big oil. We now know that they've known about climate change since the 70s and early 80s. I gotta show you one more clip. Watch the woman's face after Jim Cramer says the thing about tobacco. Watch her face as if someone just farted right about here.
These are tobacco, and we're not going to own them.
Wow. That's a really tough stream to swim against.
They're tobacco.
If that's the case.
I think they're tobacco. We're in a new world. And some of us could be kicking and screaming to even believe that could be the case, but they're tobacco.
Her face is priceless. But the flight out of big oil is happening. This is a big step in the right direction. That even the people who don't give a shit about humanity, who don't care about the animals or what your grandkids are gonna do, even the Jim Cramers of the world are realizing you have to divest from fossil fuels. We must move to a different kind of society, a sustainable, environmentally sound economy. In other news, I have live shows coming up in Austin, Texas, Dallas, Asheville, New York City, Flagstaff, Tucson. All of that's at leecamp.com. That's your moment of clarity. Please spread this clip around. Show it to people. Tell them that get your money out of big oil. Oh, and last time around, I said if you leave a comment that someone would get a free copy of the book. And I'm going to list 2 winners. We got Vegarot Fusion and Earthboundmike. If you are either of them, then just email leecampledger@protonmail.com and we'll get you your signed copy of Bullet Points and Punchlines, my new book. Check it out at leecampbook.com. All right, keep fighting.